morning, everybody. Welcome back to another morning word. Thank you for joining us this morning. For those new to this is where I share a couple-minute video, really just sharing from my own personal Bible study. Why? I just wanted to see your life go from here to here. Why do I say that? Because listen, God said it first. He said, I come to give you life and life more abundantly. Now that's great, but how do you achieve that? Well, listen, the Bible also goes on to say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And if we can start to think like God, all right? If we can think like God for a moment, we can take our lives from here to here, truly, because there is nothing that's impossible for God, and there's nothing that then will become impossible for you, and you will start to accomplish all the things that you know God has put in your heart. So let's really get into this. Okay, the one thing I have to say, please take notes. Write down what I'm saying. If it's true and you feel it in your gut, run with it. If not, dismiss it. Not a problem at all. Now we're going to be reading from the book of Deuteronomy. Okay, and we're reading from chapter 34. Verse 4, and it reads this. Then the Lord said to him, this is the land I promised an oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob when I said, I will give it to your descendants. I have let you see it with your own eyes, but you will not cross over to it. I'm going to call this morning's word, the promise will come true. Hear me now. The promise will come true. Now, the promise that Moses was shown, the promised land and the fulfillment of that promise, God says, listen, I'm a man of my word. I cannot lie and I cannot go back on what I said. I cannot break my own word. So that promise had come true when they had seen the promised land. But what you have to understand is this was hundreds of the years in the making. This promise was back with Abraham hundreds of years ago. But it still came true. Now, even in the lifetime of Moses, when God first gave him the prophecy that you're going to go into the promised land, the land flowing with milk and honey, we've all now heard that story if you've watched these videos enough. That was over 40 to 45 years in my estimations. Maybe I'm wrong, but around that time, definitely 40 to 45 years, waiting on the promise that God says you are going into the promised land. My people will go into the promised land. Now, he had to be patient. He had to, overcome his doubts. But the one thing he couldn't lose was hope that God will fulfill on his promise. Now, throughout the Bible, we've seen where promises that God's laid out haven't turned around quickly. Abraham having a son, that took years for that fulfillment to come through. When we look at David, he was destined to be a king and he was ordained as a king, but that took years. Joseph, they said that he was going to be one of the most powerful people in the whole of the world. When he had that prophecy, it took years, but every one of those promises came true. Every one of those promises came true. Now, what principle we're going to take from this is don't be surprised if your dreams don't happen overnight. There is no overnight success, even in the Bible. Okay, your dreams of a child, a marriage, business, promotion, health is on its way. You just have to remain faithful. So here, this leads me to the question of the day. The question of the day is this. Are you prepared to be faithful and patient, waiting on the promise of success? Are you prepared to be patient and faithful? Here's the lesson of the day. Success in any area of life. I don't care what success means to you. Success doesn't always mean money. It could mean a marriage, business, finances, friendships, relationships, whatever. Okay, a child. Whatever your success is, it doesn't come overnight. And it may take years. It may take tens of years. It may take decades. But the success is worth waiting for. You just have to be patient and faithful. Patient and faithful. So that leads us really into the action of the day. Decide today, make a decision on your dreams that you will remain faithful and patient as you wait for that success that you dreamed of. God bless you. I really hope that you grasp this. This is something that this generation, okay, we're into the popcorn. We want it now, microwave popcorn, so we don't really wait around anymore. And we're rushing to this and rushing to that. So please, please, please grab this one, because if you grasp this one, you will become a quote unquote overnight success. So God bless you. As we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. Please subscribe to our social media outlets, including YouTube, but more importantly, please share this with one person, because if we can change the mindset of one person, we can change the world. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. God bless you. See you soon for another morning.